Hello everyone, and welcome back to another deck profile. Today we're taking another look at Gishki. This is for, what are we in now, June? God. I just really wanted to showcase this this newer Gishki deck box that I made for a client. Really excited. This is the old one. Did a little bit more detail on the mirror, especially with like a little reflection. I used a much better clasp as well this time, and the braids came out really good as well. But some improvements, and finally have my own logo, which is really cool on like as a stamp. So that came out really nice as well. Anyways, guys are here to see the deck profile, but let's just jump right into it. Not a lot has changed since I did this. Actually, I think there's one change mostly, and I'll show you what it is in the future. First off, we have the three Gishki Niramanus. Now, the way that I like to play Gishki is pretty pure. Instead of like Gishki Atlanteans, though I do want to try it one day. I haven't yet played it myself, but it does look cool. But I do really like playing them pure because you can do a lot of goofy stuff with them. Niramanus is really good. If he is ritual summon, you can target one water monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Really strong, honestly. And that goes for any of them. So like you can summon back like Grimness or Abyss and get that surge off. So yeah, we also play the Gishki Zealgigas or Zealgigas. Not sure how to pronounce it. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. With Niramanus' effect is you can return a ritual or Gishki ritual monster you control to the hand to negate an effect, a monster effect specifically. And then it also shuffles that target back into the deck as well, so it's pretty good. It stops hand traps, so like Nibiru, it stops, a couple things. So Zeal has a amazing effect. I see this deck as Niramanus / Zeal Turbo. That's the way I always play this deck and view it, personally. That being said, you can pay 1,000 life points and draw one card, and then you can reveal it. If it's a Gishki monster, shuffle one card from the field into the deck. The important thing that you do have to watch out for is it is a mandatory. It's not you can return one monster, so if you do draw a Gishki monster and your opponent doesn't control any cards, you have to return one of your cards and shuffling it back into the deck. It's a really strong effect because it doesn't target. It's really strong. Then we play the 3 Gishki Vision. Gishki Vision and Gishki Shadow, I'll show these two at the same time. These two are opposites. If you ritual summon exactly one water monster, it can be used as the entire tribute. Also, you can discard them respectively for a Gishki ritual spell, and this one adds you by discarding a Gishki ritual monster. So they're basically the same, just opposites. This one adds you the spell, this one adds you the monster. Whichever one you're missing at the time can be really helpful. This is one of the newer cards, but old by now. Old by Yu-Gi-Oh! Standards. Gishki Grimness. This card is really good. If you ritual summon exactly one water monster, they're all water. Zealgigas and Niramanus, as well as like if you wanted to throw some other cards, like maybe I've been thinking about mixing it with like what is the name? Necroz, like some Necroz monsters in here. It is treated as the full tribute for any water ritual monster. Also, if this card is normal special summon, you can special summon one Gishki monster from your deck. Usually the target for that is going to be Gishki Abyss because it gives you a search. This is if it's normal or special summon. So if you bring it out with, say, Coral Anemone, you can use that effect. Also, like I said, he can be used as the full tribute. Gishki Abyss cannot be used as a full tribute, but it most importantly adds a Gishki monster with 1,000 or less defense from your deck to your hand, which all of these guys are, except for Niramanus. He does not. And Gishki Beast, though I'm thinking about cutting him, he is okay. Usually, though, Gishki Abyss, you want to add one of these two, Vision or Shadow, depending on which one you're missing, the spell or the monster. Gishki Beast is okay. When he's normal summon, you can target one level 4 or lower Gishki monster in your graveyard, special summon that target and face up defense. So, some interesting stuff that you can do is probably like normal summon Gishki Abyss, then special summon Gishki Beast, special Abyss from the graveyard, get your search, add this to your hand, link these two off, then maybe if Grimness is also in the graveyard, summon summon an enemy and then bring Grimness back out from the graveyard, get another search to summon another thing. So there's a couple of different things. Also, you can do what is his name? Oh, sorry. You can do normal summon special shadow for rank 4. He's unfortunately the only other level 4, so it works though. You can get some goofy stuff off. I like it. Though he's definitely the weakest card of the bunch. If you could cut any of them, it would be Beast. Then I play 2 Incantation Talismandra and 2 Incantation Candle. Once again, these two do the opposite of each other. You can reveal one ritual monster in your hand, special summon both this card and an incantation monster from your deck. So if you don't know, the way that these work is if you have him in your hand, reveal a ritual monster, special, then special the Candle from the deck, and when the Candle hits the field, you search for a spell. So basically you're left with tribute fodder, a ritual spell, and a ritual monster. So it's a free ritual summon, essentially, off of drawing one of these, is how they work. Really, really good. I like them in this deck because they just so happen to equal level 10, which both of our monsters are level 10. So it does work. If you don't want to use these for their tributing, you just want to use them for their discard search power. So it works. I do play 1 Beautiful Princess. The extra draw power to either summon Grimness or Abyss, which most of the time you're going to summon Grimness because you can get Abyss off of Grimness, but either way. I could even see cutting 2 of the Beasts to make maybe 3 Beautiful Princesses. I could see that as well. Just a really solid card. That is it for the monsters. For the spells, we are playing 3 Pot of Extravagance. At the start of the main phase, banish 3 or 6 cards face down, then draw 1 card for each. For every 3 cards banished, sorry. You don't really care about using your extra deck that much in here, which also Prosperity and the other one that banishes from the extra deck, the other pot card. But this is definitely a super budget option, Extravagance. They're super cheap right now as well. So, but definitely Pot of Prosperity is also just as viable. Just putting that out there. Super good. Focus Aquamirror. This just searches a Gishki from your deck to your hand. It's amazing. Also, the other effect is during the end phase, if you control a water or ritual monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, set 1 Aquamirror spell or trap directly from your deck or graveyard, which includes our ritual spell, Gishki Aquamirror. I do play this at 3 still just because of how much recursion you get with it. It's really helpful. It is a ritual spell, standard. Send it for fodder. But more importantly, if you have these 2 in your graveyard, you can add this one back to your hand. through the effect of Aquamirror, and then shuffle Aquamirror back in the deck. So you'll really never run out, honestly. I mean, this deck grinds really, really well. I also play Gishki Necromirror. This card can tribute your opponent's monsters. You can also not do it that way either, but if you ritual summon using this card, you lose life points equal to the original attack of the ritual summon monster. But the other upside of using this card is, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Gishki monster in your graveyard, place that card on the top of the deck, and if you do, place this card on the bottom. Basically, you can stack the deck for like Zeal Gygas's effect to reveal and then shuffle. Really, really helpful. And we play triple salvage. I know that seems crazy, but it's so good. I don't play any traps in this deck because, I mean, there's turns where I can do 1, 2, 3, and then a Nirmatus all in one turn pretty easily with salvage, because all you want to do is add these two back to your hand a bunch of times and then discard them to search out these two again, or these two, or any combination, you know, something like that. So you can keep doing that per salvage, basically. And since all of the little guys are almost all of them are full tributes, you'll have the material to tribute for your ritual card. But yeah, that is it for the spells. Now we can go into the extra deck, which the extra deck is nothing spectacular. I did make one change from one of the comments that I got on the last video, which was good. I do play triple Mistar Boy. Now I know, alarming. But honestly, you kind of just want the extra attack to OTK somebody, I find. It's really nice to go 3,000, 3,000 with 2 Zeal Gygases. And then if you have Mistar Boy, you can really go for game. But also, like I said, if you want to cut this down to 1, it makes total sense, and then run maybe some more generic stuff like Appaloosa and stuff like that, that's totally viable, 100%. I play 1 Anemone. It's not a huge incentive. Maybe you could also do Team Mistar Boy and 2 Anemone. That's also more than fine. I just find that Mistar Boy is really helpful for just getting a little bit more damage on board and going for game. This is a funny one, Nephthys, the Sacred Flame. If you use 3 ritual monsters, the card cannot be destroyed by battle. The card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, it gains 1,200 attack. Neither player can target this card with card effects. Also, it gains another 1,200 attack. So it's at 4,800 attack, can't be destroyed by battle, can't be destroyed by card effects, and it can't be targeted. For using 3 ritual monsters to make it. Pretty good. Then we are also playing our Kragan package. Really solid, but you don't need it to succeed. None of these cards you need to succeed with Gishkis. That's why I'm playing the pot, and I really don't care about what gets banished and what doesn't. It's not a huge deal. I am playing the Dreadnought Dreadnoid for our level 10s. We have number 81 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Super Dora. Then we are playing 2 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Juggernaut Lieb and Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon Gustav Max. My favorite combination to do with this is using 2 Zeal Gygases, using their effect to shuffle back any problematic cards, mostly monsters, so they have an open field. 32, 32. Second main phase, overlay into Gustav Max, 2,000 damage, that's game. I really like doing that. That's a solid play. And our last one is, of course, Bahamut and Toad. That was, I think, one of the changes I made. Like I said, you could totally cut some of these out for like maybe an Abyss Dweller or something like that. Maybe cut this for some more generic rank 4s. Though you really don't have a lot of rank 4 power, which is why I didn't focus on the rank 4s in here. really your only option to do that is Gishki Beast, which 99% of the time you're going to want to use your normal summon for Abyss or Grimness. But the option's there to go into your rank 4s, but definitely something you don't need to focus on. So these are kind of a backup plan. Anyways, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next one.